Welcome to another episode of Allstar Garage. This is part one of a two-part rusty thing with the P4 because we can't fit it all in one episode. You get to see Wayne do this. Easy. You. And you get to see me breathe in half of a P4 wheel arch. Welcome to Allstar Garage.
What you been, Tuck?
Is it slipping?
Yeah.
Is it easy enough to slide the box back?
Yeah, we're going to undo it and take the top tunnel out, unbolt the box and slide it out.
I managed to find some largies in the van when I got called out last night. Because
was that when you took all your tools with you?
yeah, selfish, isn't it? See, that's better. That's a large, and that's an extra large. So I'm not quite big enough to fill the big man's shoes.
I'm big. These are large, and I could fill the big man's shoes.
I bet you could. You should. Well, yes, you just got to find it first. No?
No, I know where it is.
No.
I know where it is. I just can't inspect it.
On the overhang?
Yeah, if I've got a problem, I've got to get someone to have a look at it for me.
Yeah, not bad. What are we doing? Lifting the engine up?
Well, because he said that the engine, because it's dropped down, the gearbox was going up a little bit and sliding back. When there,
Well, I welded the engine in, but I sat it
where
in
it's sat, but
so it might be leaning the wrong way, I don't know.
But this has jacked up some, so then we've got to try to pull that box
How
back.
heavy is that box? Oh, it's not too bad. But we are touching. We're on the tunnel this side. Is the issue.
You.
What was that?
Skip a little bit.
Yep.
Now you're on this side now, mate. Oh, perfect.
Oh my god.
You alright, mate?
Look at that then.
Perfect, mate.
She's open plan. I don't know where that oil's coming from then, because it ain't in there. Okay. That's not bad. How does that thing work? There we go. What do you reckon, Wayne?
Yeah, I reckon we're alright, mate. Even though these are fit multiple cars.
They're the same as a Jag or a Westminster or something, isn't it?
Yeah. fair to say that was pretty crackers, mate. So once you lose these lines here,
She's been slipping.
you're slipping.
Slippage. That's scrap then.
That certainly is. There, see?
There we go.
She's like me knackered.
She's what, mate?
She's like me knackered.
Knackered and worn out.
Worn out.
Nice. Look at the pre-engaged starter motor then.
Oh, it's a beautiful thing. We've just got a little bit of lube on there, Pete, while we're...
On the starter?
Yeah, just while we got it off. Bit of WD or something we'll put on there. And did you know you can't convert these from auto to manual?
Can you not?
No.
Why not, mate?
Crank's different.
Is it?
Yes.
That's like a history lesson. Yeah. Safety specs. Nozzle's blocked on the gas. Yeah. Perfect. You have to change, well, I say you have to change, I haven't changed this one for ages. Got the tip on the end of the gas nozzle. Just playing about. Look at that. Here's one I didn't think I had earlier, but turns out I did. She's on the new variety. So the idea of it is, well, I say the idea, but the gas has been about for years. Oxyacetylene, oxypropane, call it what you like. Obviously the gas changes, but oxyacetylene is what I've got. Apparently, I think it burns a little bit hotter than oxypropane. The theory of it's been around for years. Back turn of the century, sort of stuff. People using gas all through the war and stuff like that. You can weld with it. You have to do a slightly different end on it, I think, for welding. And for cutting, it mixes the acetylene and the oxygen to get the temperature of the flame. You can obviously heat it up and then accelerate it with the oxygen, which will blow through. Theory speaking, that sounds lovely now actually. That's working. So, to be fair, this has probably been on there 2 years, this nozzle. And they block up. I think that's actually that went down in the mud over there, so it's probably full of mud and crap and whatever else, but it's about due a change. What we're going to do is just trim off all this rubbish on the back of the P4, the bumper, these overriders. Obviously this one's a bit flaky, but as cool as they might look, it's like a barb on a fishing hook, so someone goes to hit you, drops over it, and you end up stuck together. So that can go, the bumper can go. All this valance stuff here that's not really doing a lot can go. There's a spare wheel well carrier underneath there that can go, just to try and clear it up from the back of the wheels. It's similar sort of theory to folding the wings on the front of the car. It just gets all the rubbish out of the way so that it's not going to snag up on our wheels. Ooh, this one comes with a dog lead tow rope type cylinder as well. And some wires of many colours. What's that for? I think I've got the waistband off of Jason's Technicolor Dreamcoat over here. Right, what we're going to do now on these P4s, they're separate chassis, which means the chassis, or the chassis, is separate to the body of the car. You can unbolt the body if you were keen enough and take the body off a chassis, same as like a Yank or American car. But what happens is if you get hit and the car hitting you is of a certain height, like here, it will skin the body, it will tear the body completely off the chassis, and that was chassis and the axle sticking out and the body peels off. So what we're going to do is just weld a couple of little tabs there and there, just to help keep it together. Oh my goodness. Nice. Just ended up with like 3 episodes of heartbeat up my lungs. So I think we'll put a mask on for this bit. There's a lot of lead and stuff used when they put the cars together back then. Huh. Looks like Kermit the Frog. There was a lot of lead and paint and stuff that wasn't harmful to you back then, but now apparently it's pretty bad. So normally we're not too bothered by a mask. However, when it's right up in the grill, I think we'll try and do something else with that. I think we'll try and be able to breathe at least. I'm going for the worn out wire wheel edition because the flappy disc's not really doing much effect here. The only problem is the mask fogs up the goggles. I'm really trying to be up on the PPE, minus the gloves. Now we have got a little bit of rust worm going on over here, but we're not too bothered. We just put a bit of metal there, a bit of plate. The nice thing about these old car meetings is it doesn't matter too much. And the joy of having a P4, it's like the biggest thing that's going to be there, so it doesn't matter too much about the flaky bits. Oh, I just put my finger in it. No, you stay. No. Stay. Here's one for you. Why did the dog wear a Rolex? Because he was a watchdog. You can have that one for free. Where's my goggles gone? I can't see a thing. I'm all like... It's alright wearing personal protective equipment, but how protective do you have to be when you cut your hand off because you can't see what you're doing? Look at that, how many Brave tablets you take for that one. Burns are not cool. Let's just weld it where it touches, I suppose. Hope for the best. Let's just do it. Oh dear. Wire speed too much. That's great. Oh yeah, rusty. Probably going to burn through. And the Mark 1 squint on the eyeballs for the tacking. Don't do what I do. It's not good. It's good for a suntan on the face. Different side, same. Different side, same thing. Couple of bits of strip. This side seems to have more air conditioning than the other side. She's brand new. Had rain for about 3 or 4 minutes this evening, and it just. There's a flood going on. We're a bit underwater, which is fine, but I'm due a pair of new boots, and they've got more holes in than your nan's colander, so every time I go that side I'll get wet feet. Should have just put my Crocs on. Tackage. Still tackage. A little bit more. Already blown through it. This side's even worse. Didn't run out very well. Definitely gonna burn me. It smells like old people. Old people and leather shoes, in fact. Whoever owned this car really wanted the badges. Like, what's that about? Like, the rest of the bonnet's the same. That's good. Look at the air conditioning in it then. I mean, she's pretty, let me get the torch underneath. She's pretty cool. And the aircon front. That's not much going on, if I'm honest, and yeah, it'll take much better. This side here is even better. That's like fully aircon, so what are we supposed to do with that then? Great. Okay, so little update on the boot scenario with the air conditioning. I fixed that by putting a bit of plate in there, which was actually galvanised, and I wasn't going to weld it because it was galvanised. And then when it sat in there really snug, I thought actually it's quite nice and tight. So ran a couple of welds around there, bolted the floor now down through the chassis, and picks up that arch as well. Obviously where we've tried to tighten the other side, just to give it a little bit of something else. So the chances of me putting a boot floor in this are like, there's more chance of me sailing on that stinky carpet to the moon. So that's not happening. What is that? Yeah, so the open plan boot is done as far as I'm concerned. I've done the same that side, obviously. Bolt goes down through the chassis. There's nothing. Oh no, the wobbly back corner now has a little bit of 1.5mm strip reconnecting. So that is completely done. Right, that is us for tonight. I want to go home and have a shower. I think it's about 11:30 Monday night. We've obviously got a little bit done earlier during the day. Went home, sorted some bits, come back, and we've got all that boot floor, I say boot floor done. We've got some serious air conditioning going on, but that's as good as it's going to get, and it's safe more than anything, so that's sorted. The boots all bolted shut, or as good as it's going to get. Just out of shot, what you didn't see is I've just got that other passenger plate on the B pillar on that side, so that's all bolted up now. I've got some bits to do to top the pillars, and then that outside wise, bolting wise, it's pretty much done. We've got a couple of bits to do on the engine. I've got a fuel leak on the carburettor. I've got obviously still no clutch in it, so we're waiting for that to turn up. Right, Joey, come in, come in. What's up with you? You want to go home and all, yeah? So yeah, so that's us for tonight. We'll carry on. Maybe get a bit done tomorrow, maybe Wednesday. I want to try and get as much done this week as I can, because next week I'm going to have to get that Jag down from Eastbourne and fix the steering and make sure that's okay, and do some bits of that to get that ready for Milnor BWS, which is next weekend at the point of filming. So yeah, bit to do. I'm going home to get some sleep. I will catch you probably tomorrow. Right, so this is El Clutchy Baldy Slippy. As you can see, it's not completely dead, but I didn't even notice last year when I raced it because the car was so bent. Obviously it's old, but I've hammered the life out of that at Milnor last year, so that is slipping. It was moving in and out the shed, but when you drop the clutch and like went to do a little skid, a little wheel spin, not much happened. It sort of made lots of noise and didn't do much. A bit like me, really. So we've got the new one has turned up just now, thanks to eBay's. But can I just like look at this, right? New clutch, 3750 plus the dreaded 45 booners, right? That's not bad for a car or a setup. This one obviously there was through the years, but this one was 1957. That's old, right? So that you would have thought something would be a little bit harder to get hold of and probably cost a little bit more. The Pinto, the 2 litre Pinto clutch that we use on the 2.3 engines, that's in there, they're like 80, 90 quid, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less depending on where you get it from, LUK clutch. Admittedly, that comes as a kit and this is just a plate, but I can't get over the fact that something so old you can get for 45 quid. Evil Bay. The other news we've got this morning is the new microphones have turned up. So I did order a set that should have been here to do the last video, but they tried to deliver them and then I had a row with the delivery company and whatever, so I've ordered some more and they've just turned up this morning. So that's what I'm talking on now. So it shouldn't be as crackly and as bad as it was on the cheap Amazon microphones that we've used in the first few videos. The bits that you should have already have seen by this point of taking the clutch out the other day, we filmed with the GoPro and a new microphone that sort of sits on the top of the GoPro on a tripod. So hopefully that sounds better as well. And then for the moving about bits and the bits like this, I've got this bad boy on. Hopefully you can hear me better. Right, start again.
Right, I would just like to point out that Tyler in his unexperienced way.
Yeah.
You keep telling yourself that.
If he'd have listened to me, just put a little bit of super glue on the clutch plate to the pressure plate. It holds it in line. Put your clutch
Before you
on
put
in.
the clutch on, yeah?
Yeah, and then put your clutch on, gearbox on, and when you start up and just drop the clutch, it'll break the little bits of super glue and away you go. Now we're probably going to be grunting like an old walrus.
Who's going to be grunting like an old walrus?
Me trying to get that gearbox in there.
You don't realise we've got gearbox jack over there.
I think you grunt like an old walrus anyway, mate, without lifting a gearbox.
Well, I'm going to grunt even more, aren't I?
There you go. Well, at least you can't fall out on your head.
Strange things happen.
Should I come down first?
No, hang on, we're all twisted up around a bit of wiring over here.
Put the rest of bearings.
It's not turning, why is it not turning?
Because you've got to get in there, then twist it
Because
down
these
this way.
bolts are wedged up against
No,
the
it's
back,
not, it's the
right?
clutch arm here, look.
What's
Clutch
that?
arm's caught on the floor.
Oh, nice.
Try and twist it to get the clutch arm out through here.
Oh, lovely.
There you go. That's really heavy, actually.
Right,
Is it?
there you go.
What's that up here? I can't reach.
What is it?
Yeah, when he said he took it off,
Now we can probably go in.
Oh, by the way,
It looks very rotten under here.
the brake fluid there is just dripped straight down
On your eyeball, yeah?
No, in the ear.
Now stinging.
That's it, go on, right, hang on, listen up, cut the nut, see? That's it.
What we're doing here is we haven't got any back brakes because they were sort of inactive and we're not overly bothered. One less thing to worry about, which was fine. So I took the drums off ages ago, and because we weren't running back brakes, I just threw the drums away. Didn't think we needed them because the wheel is bolted straight on there on the hub. But it turns out the wheels are going in too far. And are sitting a little bit wobbly, so I've got the drums off the old axle from last year, but it's not quite the same. And the back of the drum here is catching on the back plate. Obviously, because we've got no brakes, we don't need the back plate, so Wayne's just removing that.
There we go, that is a wrap on this episode. We're at the half-hour mark and I don't want to go too much and be too long-winded, and obviously there's a lot more to film with the old Rover P4, the old girl. 1957, can you believe it? That's old. That's like, no offence to people in that era, but if you're anything like this old girl, you're rusty and falling apart, so take it easy, you know. Yeah, 1957. Harry Belafonte actually won Christmas #1 that year with Mary's Boy Child, and it was the first year that the Queen done a televised Christmas sit-down broadcast, whatever. Rest in peace, Queen. Yeah, we've obviously got a hell of a lot more to film with the P4. We've still got no brakes, we've still got other bits to do with the engine, we've still got to sort the bonnet out, we've got to put wheels and tyres on it, and there's loads of other bits to do. But it's just trying to squeeze it all in an episode. And I don't want to like go, oh, here's a bit at the start and here's a bit at the end, and you miss everything in the middle. So obviously doing a clutch and everything took a lot of time, filming wise, to squeeze into half an hour. So we'll do more on that. We've done some bits today which are quite funny, hopefully, which will be in the next episode. Yeah, if you like it, just do us a favour, press that subscribe button, tell your mates about it, share it, comment, all that sort of thing. If you don't like it, make sure you watch the next one, because then you push the watches up again and the likes and all that. So see you next time.